success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Reese?
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out.
He tries to take the top off. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Right side, it's Lyons. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. BYU right back to the line. The give. Turning it on. Inside the 50. The 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Cougars!
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rush right in his face. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. Cuts it upfield. It's Riley. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well run him again. And BYU will get the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! Oh, into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Finds a crease, it's Edwards. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Right back to the well.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second down coming up. He'll try the left side. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Myers on the move. Left side is Strachan. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, South Carolina! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Number 24, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Making the adjustment. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Looking for space. It's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Out wide right, it's Phillips. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And they sniff that draw out. When the draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground, quick, fast, and hit him hard.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Throwing, Sellers. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Riley. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Out wide left, it's Henderson. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down. And they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. BYU lines up quickly.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, put you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. The screen, and watch out. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. They want to get this defense on its heels. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Sellers. He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying.
Looking for a deep man. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Buckeyes, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. Make it now 7 straight victories, one of the longest win streaks in all the FBS. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Quarterback changing the play. Moving the pocket, it's Bachmeier. Right side, it's Casper.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. BYU right back to the line. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Left side is Casper. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Henderson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turns up, it's Casper. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Making the adjustment on the play. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. It's complete to the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, BYU! On to attempt to try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first.
Right down the gut of the field. The 40. The 30, inside the 10, into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Turns it upfield. BYU lines up quickly. Gonna run it. It's Riley. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, five. Ready, five. Go. With the draw, it's Henderson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Showing off the arm. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Delay to the back. It's Riley. There he goes. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. BYU right back to the line. Quarterback signaling to his guy. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
That's how you blow up the draw play. That's supposed to hit in between the tackles, but if you can force the ball carrier to bounce outside, then you got an opportunity to create a negative play, and they did exactly that.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Out wide right, it's Perry. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the back. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. He uncorks one deep. Goes high to pull it in. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Drops back, it's Sellers. That one just came off his hand badly.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Right side, and the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Got some green grass. He's got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Out wide right, it's Casper. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougar! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. Wide open spaces. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes a catch. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Hits inside, it's Henderson. Breaks into the open. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse